Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Today's topic is practice saying no to needy people. Practice saying no to needy people. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, as you see, I'm still bandaged up, but my speech is getting better every day. So if you just stick with me to a few more days, I think the swelling will go down, and then we can take this off, and then we can do the great unveil. So let's dive into this message today. Practice saying no. You know, many of us have a hard time saying no to people. And especially if we are empaths, we have a real difficulty saying no. We care more about the feelings of others than we care about our own feelings. And that's why I wore this cap today, to love yourself. Love yourself. And many of us, we pour love into everybody else except ourselves. If we have a partner, we pour love into that partner, trying to make that partner happy. We have children, we pour love into our children, trying to make them happy. But then, there's nobody pouring love into us. We're empty. People, it's important for you to love yourself first before you even think about giving it to someone else. Because it's difficult for you to give what you don't have. So you want to love yourself so you will be full of love, that maybe you can share some of it with others. Okay? We do have some letters today, but I wanted to talk about the narcissist and how the narcissist plays into you loving yourself. See, the thing about it is many of us are giving souls. You know, you want to love everybody else. Just give whatever you have to others to make others happy. But on the other hand, the narcissist is an evil soul. And the evil soul is about taking all of that goodness that you want to put out. The narcissist is about taking. And if you run across people who are really needy, the narcissist is a very needy person. The narcissist has no empathy and no compassion. If you're with someone and anytime that you need a hug or some kind of support, if you're with a narcissist, you'll never get it from the narcissist. The narcissist is not there to support you. The narcissist is there to take from you. This is one of those needy people that you need to say no to. Say no. The narcissist only cares about his or her own issues, not about you. Everything they do is for them, period. They have no respect for you or anybody else because they feel that they are superior to others. But just remember that this is a demonic energy. This is the characteristics of this demonic energy that has possessed this person. They exploit people for their own advantage. And this is where the money comes in. That's another supply. The narcissist exploits people to gain power. And it makes themselves feel that they are better than other people. And they don't hesitate to lie and distort the truth to support their own interests. So, many of us have run into or been involved with these evil narcissists on some level or another. Now, we do have a letter here, and let's just go through a letter or two and see what they say, okay? Here we go. The first one, she says, I would like your take on church leaders who focus on gathering up property and projects, but never seem to complete any of the projects before asking for more donations. Also, it does not seem that anyone knows whose name these properties are in. I would like your opinion about it. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, yeah, I do talk about the church quite a bit because I was raised in the church. So now here we go. These church properties. You know, it really is according to how your church is structured. For instance, I was in a church that was an affiliate of a larger structure. So this church had different affiliates all around the world, okay? All right. So whatever any of the churches bought or whatever actually belonged to the foundation, not to the individual church. Everything was under the umbrella of the foundation, whatever the church was, okay? And all these tentacles were just affiliates to feed the church, okay? So they had to pay their cut back to the foundation, okay? And from my understanding, any property that they purchased, now it could have gone under the state, but eventually everything is under the umbrella of the foundation, okay? All right, so that may answer your question about the property. Now, if it is a church within itself, just starting out, okay? I don't know how these mega churches or whatever are set up, but the property of whatever they purchase usually goes under the trust of the church, the organization. And that's how they can purchase all these things and not pay taxes on anything, because everything will go under the name of the church. Okay? Now, you see, these pastors, many of them, I'm telling you, they came off the street as street hustlers. So they know how to squeeze a dollar out of the government and out of you. And you have to be careful about really where your money is going. So you don't know, if it could be a smaller church, the pastor could be purchasing these properties under his own company. He could say, here we go, Blessed Ministries. Okay? Blessed Ministries. So whatever properties he purchased could go under the name Blessed Ministries. Well, you members, you don't have no ownership in Blessed Ministries. You see? It goes under whoever is the owner of that particular business. Because you need to understand, see, this is where people get all confused and don't realize that these churches is a business trying to make money. That's what it is. They're not worried about you getting to heaven and all these other places that they're telling you. They're only telling you that so you can keep coming back and putting money in the pie. You understand? These people, think about it now. If these people were all that worried about you getting to heaven, Why do you have to come and join their organizations to get there? Why do they present themselves as the gateway, the gatekeeper? I guess they the gatekeeper to this Jesus for you to get there. So you go there out of fear and give your money to these people for them to do whatever they want to do with it, and you are just trusting. And they loving it because they love people like you, people who don't ask questions, people who just pour their money into these organizations through faith. Through faith. And these leaders are bamboozling people just as much as the scammers are on social media or anywhere else. Because actually, they're the same people. They're just in a different business. People. So don't be fooled just because you meet them in a religious institution. Evil is evil, no matter where you meet it. Okay? But you need to be on a higher frequency to even detect it when you see it or when you're around it. You see? Many times we are around these evil entities and it draws us into a more. And we're living more of a toxic lifestyle and wondering why all these terrible things are happening to us in our life. Not realizing that we are attracting it because of the energy that we have inside and the energy that we keep around us. Okay? Now we have another letter here. And this is not really good news, but I thought that I would share it and we can send out some love to her. She says, I've written you many times with regards to many issues, family issues, my contractor drama, childhood crush. Well, now I write to say that over the weekend, my house burned down and I lost everything. The worst part is I was saging as I've been before. And while I don't know what happened, I can't help but feel what kind of demons were in my home. Okay, wait a minute. Now, you know, you mentioned the saging in here with the house burning down. And, you know, when you sage, it's just a little spark in the sage. I doubted if the saging was connected with your house burning down. Okay, I know you mentioned it here, but I can't see it happening. Not from a sage. Because even if you lay it down, the little spark in the sage goes out. You don't have a flame when you light sage. There's no flame that, you know, carrying around. It's not like a candle at all. When you light it, it's just smoke. Okay, I want to kind of make this a little clear. Now I know in your letter you mentioned that you sage, and I can't see that contributing to your house burning down. I'll tell you, because here's the sage. I've lit it. I've lit it. You see, this is when you're smudging your house, this is what you have. There's no flame. You see, it's just a spark in here. And even if you lay it down and forget about it, it'll go out. There's no way that this could contribute to your house burning down. So I just want to make that clear, okay? Now let's look at this. It can be a horrifying thing when your house burns down. I realize it can. But remember, people, everything in life happens for a reason. Many times we don't know what the reason is, but, you know, later on it will be revealed why this happened to you. I've had some devastating things to happen to me in my life. And I'm like, oh my goodness, wonder why that happened. How am I going to pay for it? Oh, and you know what? It turned out to be the best thing because it opened up some doors that would not otherwise have been opened if that accident hadn't happened. So you don't know why these things happen. Don't look on the dark side every time something devastating like this happens. I know it was hard and all of that, but who knows? You may flip over and get an even better house. So, you know, my motto is whenever you get lemons, you know, make yourself some lemonade. Look on the bright side of things because your blessing could just be on the other side of it. But don't allow challenges like this to pull you down in the dark, to make you lose faith, to make you feel like, you know, you were on the right path and look what happened. No. If you're on the right path, stay on the right path, and these things will unfold for you. Life will show you a better life. A better life. You don't know why this happened, but if you're on the right path, things will blossom. You say, oh, gratefully, I am okay, but I am also angry. Don't be angry. That's low vibration. Don't be angry. Whatever your blessing is in this, you'll block it if you become angry, worried, frustrated, all of that. Let it go. Let it go. Ride with it. You understand? You'll get your homeowner's insurance or whatever. You probably come out a better on the other end. A better place. So, that's my standpoint on it. When challenges come in your life, you got to welcome a challenge. A challenge is the only way you're going to learn in life. You get a challenge. Even if it teaches you how to love yourself. Even if it teaches you how to be more confident in yourself. Even if it teaches you how to have value in yourself. Challenges help us to learn. So don't be afraid when these things happen. And don't spend your nights worrying, and don't go around telling all your friends how terrible and telling them this story of what happened to you and all of. No. Go inside yourself and continue to strengthen your connection with the divine, and you will come through this in flying colors. You got to love yourself and trust. Trust. The universe loves you and wants you to be happy. And the universe is not punishing you and things like that. You don't look at it like that. You just look for the next step. Okay? So, yes, I send you love. We all send you love. But I know that you can come out of this in flying colors by just allowing the divine to lead you. Spend some time in meditation. And always think positive. Now, since this has happened, now visualize where you want to be. Visualize the perfect place for you. Don't visualize you just can settle for what you think you can have. Visualize what you would like to have. Okay? And so visualize yourself in your nice new place. That's how you get there. And as long as you stay on your spiritual journey, things will begin to unfold for you. And before you know it, you'll be sitting in your new place and happier than you were in the old place. I hope that this helps you, and I really hope you understand it. Now, we do have one other little letter here. I think I'll try to go through this because I think I'll try to cover this one because she does talk about the narcissist. Okay, let's see if we can get through this letter here. She says, I have been played by a man who had all the red flags. Ex-con, spent 27 years in prison for murder. That was more than the red flag, my goodness. He was carrying a big banner saying, don't pick me, don't pick me. No job, and had been out of jail for 16 years. Found out he had several suppliers and a hood rat that he spent all his time with. Yeah, because, the hood rat is just like him. The hood rat, he can go there and be himself. Okay? Narcissists are good for that. They have a hood rat, but then they'll need a main supply who's an upstanding person, has their life together, home, car, job, money, whatever. That's the main supply. But because this narcissist is a freak and a pervert, he goes to the hood rat because he can go over there, he can have orgies, he can be with men or whoever, they all switch up together, whatever they do, you see. He can be freaky with the hood rat. So that's why narcissists have that. I gave him up in December when by chance I caught him with one of his benefactors, as he says. Okay, his benefactors is somebody who's supporting him. Yeah, his supply. Okay, his supply, which means he wasn't about to give up his supply for you. In fact, you were just a part of the train, okay? He has tried to come back, but I want nothing to do with him. And I have begun the process of getting myself together and growing closer to Jesus. Well, I would encourage you to get closer to who you really are, to finding your own power within yourself, to concentrate on loving yourself and knowing how special you are. This way you won't allow men to just, tell you anything, treat you any kind of way. You see? And this guy, all right, number one, he been to prison for murdering somebody. Okay, listen, I'm sorry to say, but once a man has been in prison, when he comes out, he is changed. Even if you thought that he was halfway decent when he was out, when he comes out of prison, it's a whole different lifestyle in prison. When he comes out, many times they have become accustomed to that lifestyle. You say he was in there for 27 years? He got a whole different mentality. You don't need to be with a man like that at all. And ladies, I don't understand why you would be attracted to a man like this. If you are dating up, well then, you must feel like you don't have any worth at all. If you date somebody out of prison, that's not dating up. What can a man coming out of prison do for you? a man coming out of prison is looking for support. He's looking for support when he's in prison, and he's going to need even more support when he comes out of prison. Okay? And realizing that while he was in prison, he was exposed to a lot of stuff. Violence, sexual abuse, rape, all that kind of stuff he's exposed to. Now he's going to come and you're going to welcome him into your home after 27 years of that. It's a bad decision. A very bad decision. Don't date men from prison. In your letter, for you to mention this one word, you mentioned Jesus. That tells me that you are Christian. Okay, let's talk about it. Now, see, in the Christian religion, they believe that all you got to do is ask Jesus for forgiveness, and all of your sins are going to be washed away, and you can be born again anew, like nothing ever happened. Okay? All right. So, if that's true, if that is true, and you come out being a brand new person, why is it so many Christians who are doing all these evil things? And it's the same Christians who will stand up and condemn you for doing whatever you're doing when they're doing the same thing behind closed doors. And in the Christian religion, they tell you forgive. See, a lot of women, you get caught up in that forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean that you're going to take them back. You can forgive somebody for raping you. You can forgive the action, but you're not going to take them back. You see, in the Christian religion, you're encouraged to forgive and forget. And a lot of women get caught up in bad situations because of that. They stay with their abusive partners because of the religion. And it's not just the Christian religion. A lot of religions encourage you to stay together with your partner no matter what. Just like those vows that you take, to death do you part. I think you should take those vows like at the football game and kick them right over the goal. You shouldn't take those vows because you know you don't mean them. You can't mean them. Why would you want to stay with a person? You're going to stay with this joker for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health, until death? Who wrote those vows? People, I don't encourage you to take them. And ladies, I don't encourage you to be so desperate to go into these contracts. Marriage is a contract. It's not what you see on TV, what you see on the movies, and they get married and get in the car, and you had a just married in the car, and they go off in the sunset and birds singing and kids. Yeah. After the party and everybody gone home, now you got to deal with just you and him. You better know what you got. And if you've rushed into a situation and haven't taken your time to get to know him, now you're going to get to know who he really is. And it might be too late for you. So I encourage you to take your time, ladies. And again, love yourself. Love yourself. And for those of you who are interested in these caps, in the description you'll find a link to my online store. And I want to thank you for your comments. And thank you for your letters. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, also the link is in the description. And don't forget your affirmations and your movement. Just click that link for today's. I want to extend a special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I hope that I've said something today that could help someone. And I really hope that you could hear me better today. And just bear with me. You know, I'm pretty sure next week this mass should be coming off. The swelling should be down, and I'll be in the pink again. I want to thank you all for your well wishes. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.